My name is Ashlyn, and I'm the owner of Shasta Vortex Adventures. We do guided tours in all 4 seasons and offer integrative healthcare, transformational massage, and what I call soul communication sessions. And that work is about, I am a psychic hypnotherapist, have been for 30 years. And so what I enjoy doing most is combining my healing hypnotherapy work with the guided tours and doing these healing sessions in nature. There is one tour that is called a Guided Vision Quest for 8 hours, and that's where we do personal healing intensives at different sacred spots on the mountain. Yesterday I was on a tour with 2 people from Spain, and they said that a Dama told them to come here from Spain. Someone in Spain was channeling a Dama. Now, you may want to know who a Dama is. He is the high priest of the crystal city of Telos that is beneath Mount Shasta. There's a large inner earth civilization, according to some people, and Telos is one part of that just happens to be underneath Mount Shasta. So quite often, a Dama speaks through me, and I took them to a place I call the Lemurian Temple on the mountain, up at about 8,500 feet, and I asked them to sit there and meditate and focus their energy downward into the city of Telos. And after about 10 minutes, I asked them how they were doing, and they go, "Oh, well, nothing's happening. We couldn't get down there." So, okay, well, maybe there's another way to access that place, or whatever it is they're supposed to receive on the mountain. So I said, well, I was talking to a Dama. Perhaps he's got a channel message for you. And one of the things that a Dama told me was that wherever there is peace and harmony and beauty and joy, there will be no chaos on the earth. But every once in a while there is like a wart or a bleeding wound upon the earth that needs attention, and that's where the chaos will occur. So the best thing to do is to live your lives from that place of peace and joy and love and harmony, and then you will carry that with you everywhere you go. So anyway, that's the way we started this channeling out. And all of a sudden I feel the presence of a Dama, and he began speaking to the man first, telling him that he could see that his energy was out of balance, that there was much light in the top part of his aura, but that his energy wasn't connected to the earth. In fact, there was static between the earth and, his heart. And that he was wondering if a Dama could release that static from his aura. And he said, yes, of course. So he said, okay, you have to stand up. And he did, and he felt all this healing energy coming through him. And then after a few minutes, I get the message from a Dama, and you are a channel for God. In fact, God wants to speak through you right now. So he's in this state of divine enlightenment or whatever, and he starts speaking in Spanish. I didn't know what he was saying, but I allowed him to speak in his, home language so that you'll be most comfortable. And after a few minutes, a Dama starts addressing the woman. Actually, the 3 of us were sitting on 3 rocks, very close to each other, one here, here, and here. So we were in a triangle. And he mentioned that the heart energy that we mentioned earlier was going from one heart to the other, creating that sacred triangle. And boy, I could really feel it, and so could they. And so a Dama says to the lady, he says, you are a diamond in the rough. And he showed me a picture of her body. About this much of her body was this beautiful diamond, but it had all these dents in it. It wasn't perfect. And he said the reason she was in the rough was because of all the difficulties she had had in her past lives. And that she'd been sort of injured over time. And excuse me, he wanted to know if he could help her become a more beautiful, radiant diamond. Of course, she says yes. Well, by this time there were tears going down her eyes, you know, the love and the energy that we were sharing between the three of us was very intense. And actually I forgot that when the man was channeling God, I was just filled with love and tingles and started to get a tear in my throat. It was really a very, very powerful experience. And by the time the three of us were complete with our healing session in that little rock triangle, there were tears coming down all of our faces, and we didn't want to leave. It was just such a beautiful place of power that we just didn't want to leave. But we had to. And so I feel like on some level or another we've become very, very deep, deep friends, even though we live on opposite sides of the world. So they're going to go back and share this information with their friends, and life goes on. Life goes on. That is the kind of work I love to do, is touching the depths of someone's heart in ways that perhaps they've never touched or experienced. In fact, here come the tears. So anyway, my larger vision, besides just Shasta Vortex, is to create a health resort with healing, different healing modalities going on, transformational healing going on in the spa, conference center, a lot of retreat cabins. You don't know how many times I've been asked over the 20 years I've been living in Mount Shasta, where can I spend the night with like-minded people? And the answer is very limited at this point. So I feel like I've been working on this vision since 1989, and the pieces are coming together now like never before. I'm actually very close to making it happen without giving away any details. So look for Ascension Heights Health Resort coming to you soon. You can get an overview of my project on shastavortex.com, and then click on Health Resort, and there's the overview. You can click on Foundation Builders, and that's a list of the local people that I'm working with to make this vision a reality. And if for some reason you have Health Resort in Mount Shasta in your heart, please give me a call at 530-926-4326. You'll find me in my office most days from 9:30 to 5:30, 11 to 4 on Sundays. My office is 400 Chestnut Street in Mount Shasta, 96067. And I look forward to talking with anyone who has been guided to help awaken humanity to the beauty of their soul. And you would like to do that in the powerful spiritual energy vortex of Mount Shasta. Thank you so very much. From my heart to yours.